Have you ever wondered how to save money on your insurance? Is your family growing and changing? Is your home-based business or home improvement insured to the fullest? In today's business spotlight, I'm here with Rich Seymour, Rich Seymour Agency, Farmers Insurance here in Westminster, Colorado. And Rich is going to share his expertise. Hi, I'm Johanna Wells, real estate agent with Keller Williams Integrity. Rich, the first time I ever saw you, you were hashtag the guy on the corner. Rich was out there, rain, snow, sleet, rain, waving hello to everybody as they were starting their day and driving off to work. Rich, why don't you share a little bit with us about how long you've been in business and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. We started this agency 17 years ago. I've got 32 years of insurance experience. But this agency is located in our neighborhood at the Westbrook Shopping Center. We just live around the corner like a lot of our clients do. And we are a full-service property casualty agency representing Farmers Insurance.
Very good. Now, there were some questions that I had that I thought might be of interest to our community here by Westbrook and Countryside and the rest of us all that hang out in this neck of the woods. And one of those questions was, what coverage should families that are growing and changing be considering as their family is growing and changing?
The most important one is life insurance, because as your family's growing, so do your financial needs. And if you have either the lack of a full-time support person or the family breadwinner leave too early, then the plans that you've created for your family will not succeed.
Okay.
So life insurance is a critical and very inexpensive way to make sure that happens.
Very good. One of the other questions that I had, having done a recent remodel in my own house, if I were remodeling, or let's say doing an addition to my house, what considerations should I be thinking about, if any?
Well, it's important to keep your home insurance agent up to date on that, especially if you change square footage on a house, because that changes the footprint of the house and what we want to insure. Now, if you dramatically change the big fixture items, like you add a bathroom, completely update a kitchen, or say if your flooring is the original builder grade laminate or vinyl and carpeting, and you go all hardwood or the new luxury vinyl, you need to give us a call so we can update that and make sure you've got the right coverage if something happens.
Ding ding, I recently got rid of the old vinyl, the old carpet, did a bathroom, so need to make a phone call on
Yes.
that one. The other question that I had with so many of us now working from home because of COVID and social distancing, what coverage do I need for my home-based business?
Unless you're bringing clients in, most companies are going to have adequate coverage, because most of our home-based business now is all based around our computer. And so most insurance companies 15, 20 years ago updated their homeowners policy to where computer coverage is not an issue anymore. And so if you have something that's out of the ordinary though, you need, especially if you're an employee versus a contract employee, check with your employer and make sure it's covered at your home too. If they own that equipment, more than likely it is, but it never hurts to check.
Okay, now this is probably a big one that maybe you've heard 100 times, but it was a question that I know that I had. During these uncertain times, a lot of folks being unemployed currently, how can I save money on my insurance?
Great question. Most of the major insurance companies early on in the pandemic, when driving stopped completely in March and April, the good customer service companies gave rebates to their clients. Now the key that if you've driven on I-25 or 36 lately, it's picked up considerably. So not as many people are staying home. But look for a company like Farmers that we offer an app, Signal app, that you can put on your phone, and it tells us, hey, you're not commuting anymore. You're not driving during the crazy times, and when you are commuting, you don't have your phone in your hand all the time. So if you have your phone in the hand all the time, stop doing that. Call us, get the app, save some money.
It certainly was nice not having to sit in traffic on I-25. That was one of
That's
the benefits. Love that. Rich, why don't you tell me a little bit about what would be your perfect client that was coming to you for insurance advice or to upgrade their insurance? Well, what's the perfect client for you?
The perfect client is someone who wants to know more than just the price, because everybody can give you a price. If you're concerned, if you're a new homeowner especially, you can go and get auto insurance anywhere. But home insurance is different, because there are all kinds of, like the things we were just talking about. What's the construction of my home? What's the roof like? And we've seen so many changes in the homeowners insurance market along the Front Range because of hail. Fire is another issue for our mountain clients, but in the Front Range of Colorado, hail, we're one of the worst in the country now for that. So are you gonna have to pay for your new roof out of pocket? Are you gonna have a deductible that's so big that you can't afford to replace it? All these kind of things, and are those extra things covered?
Right, and one of the things that, I have a friend that is in the disaster restoration business. And sewage, believe it or not, sewage is, if you're just shopping price, you're not always gonna get the best deal if you have a sewage backup. If you don't have a sewage rider
Right.
on your policy, by golly, that claim to restore your house and bring it back to pre-loss condition may not be covered unless your agent had the fortitude to suggest that. And like, I think all of us have had a sewage backup in our house at one time or another. Rich, what separates you from other insurance agents? I know because I did a lot of research on you, and I find you to be quite the amazing fella.
Well, thank you.
So,
Our agency, a lot of places talk about personal touch, but we are deeply embedded in our community. It's an important part since this agent, actually even before this agency was formed, is how we were gonna do business in the community. That's why our office is where it is. We are on the corner and we're available to our neighbors. They know where we are, we're easy to find, especially if you're at the King Soopers or Costco and you see me. The mask doesn't help, people still find us. That's important, is we're embedded in our community, we're a part of the community, part of the local schools, high schools, and then a lot of civic organizations that we contribute to and participate in. So it is the difference. If you don't like the personal touch, there's all kinds of 800 numbers, but if you want to know the why and the how, we're here for you.
Rich is very humble. In my research, knowing more about hashtag the guy on the corner waving to all his neighbors, let me just tell you a little bit about Rich. Besides, behind the scenes, he serves as Westminster City Councilor until 2023. High five on that one. He sits on the Westminster Chamber of Commerce, Westminster Public Safety Recognition Foundation, the Westminster Historical Society, Westminster Citizens Police Academy alumni. Were you a police officer?
Nope, just part of the Citizens Academy.
Okay, and the Westminster 710 Rotary and Rotary Foundation. Not to mention, you were the voice of the Gator baseball announcer for Stanley Lake High School. So kudos to you, Rich. You've been an inspiration, just more than waving to us as we're driving by to work. And I appreciate that. You're a real asset in the community. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Why don't we give them a good hashtag guy on the corner wave goodbye. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Well done.